Hello everyone, welcome to IWBF Asia Oceania Championships, and this is final round for the competition between Australia and Japan. The following are the names of the players representing Australia. Number 2, Frank Pinder. Number 3, Jordan Brock. Number 5, Atlanta. Number 6, Stephen Edwards. Number 7, Martin Dalton. Number 8, Johnny Brock. Number 9, Christian Morales. Number 10, Sam Burke. Number 11, Scott Moore. Number 13, Nick Popo. Number 18, Eric Evans. Number 23, Jeremy Taylor. Japan.
Number 2, Letty Chokai. Number 4, Yoshinobu Takagi. Number 5, Koki Maruyama. Number 6, Jin Kawahara. Number 7, Takuya Kurosawa. Number 8, Ryuka Akaishi. Number 20, Ryo Kimoto. Number 18, Ryuka Naito. Number 25, Pei Akita. Number 22, Sakayoshi Iwata. Number 41, Chaeng. And the last one, number 55, Hiroshi Kosa.
Please stand for the national anthem of Australia.
Welcome back to Bangkok for the final game of the 2025 IWBF Asia Oceania Wheelchair Basketball Championships, the gold medal game between Australia and Japan. Having a look at the Australian side, at number 2 Frank Binder, 3 is Jalen Brown, 5 is Bill Latham, 6 Stephen Elliott, 7 Lachlan Dalton, number 8 Jonty Brown, at number 9 Tristan Knowles, 10 Yannick Blair, 11 Tom O'Neill Thorne, 13 Luke Popel, number 18 Philip Evans, and last but not least 23 Jeremy Tyndall. For the Japanese team, at 2 Renchi Chokai, 4 is Yoshinobu Takamatsu, at number 5 Koki Maruyama, and number 6 is Rin Kawahara, number 7 is Takuya Furusawa, number 8 is Ryuga Akaishi, number 13 Ryo Fujimoto, at number 18 is Reo Miyamoto, at number 25 Kei Akita, 26 is Takayoshi Iwai, 41 Hideo Mikazuki, and the danger man for the Japanese, number 55 Hirokai Kozai. Looking at your match officials for this game, crew chief referee from China Zijiang Zheng, and he's assisted by Kai Chu Chaeng as well as Farsad Sankadar. With me in commentary once again, the man himself from Germany, Dennis Knoll. Dennis, your thoughts on this game? Who have you got for the game?
Thank you, appreciate. Yeah, we could have the hell of a game. So we got 2 top world teams battling here for the gold medal, and the Japanese team is quite dangerous. They could have so many lineups. They have strong bench players. They could deal with a lot of situations. They're also young. But I think we have a favorite on the Australian side, and I think if I got it right, it's the tournament top scorer, Jalen Brown, and yeah. So if you got a tournament top scorer and favorite for the game, the other ones has to answer. But you have to show how strong you can play. So we have, like we mentioned, key players: Jalen Brown, number 3 on the Australian side, of course, veteran Bill Latham, Yannick Blair, number 10, playing in Germany. So on the Japanese side, Renshi, number 2, number 8, Ryuga Akaishi, playing in Germany and Cologne, and of course Hiroaki Kozai, number 55 from Team Japan. Shooter, ball distributor. So let's have a good game.
Bill Latham will pick up that tap. Not much going to go in the favour of Kozai there. So Jalen Brown will give it to Latham. Tom O'Neill Thorne, the other danger man, of course, yes, for the Australians. And shot clock at 6. Jalen Brown looking for Bill Latham, and bread and butter for Bill Latham takes Australia into a 2-0 lead. First points of the game. Renshi Chokai will inbound for Japan.
Good pass from Kozai. Now we have a layup on the other side, so Ryuga Akaishi scoring to both. Tom O'Neill Thorne, the long pass to Jalen Brown, struggles to catch the ball, but in the end scores under the basket.
So both teams trading early points at the moment.
Lucky Kozai in the play. Scoring again. And then we have a we have that clear line during the tournament for unsetted screens, so there was a call for that. To Tom O'Neill Thorne, first foul. Benji Chokai on the ball. Open shot. Defensive rebound with Tom O'Neill Thorne. There's no outlet pass. Oh, then we have a fast break pass then. And Jalen Brown
Not going to miss
capitalized.
those opportunities as Jalen Brown.
It's 6-2, and it's the first time out from Team Japan. Katsuyuki Kiyoya, head coach of the team, wants to have a short talk with that team.
So good start from Australia, and one would feel if we mentioned it before the game, if Australia come out with intent, it could be a long afternoon for the Japanese, but of course both sides pretty evenly matched throughout this tournament.
Yes, especially if you having fast breaks on the first possessions of the game. So I think this is the reason why you want to talk, just to avoid later more important possessions to end up like that. So it's quite early timeout, yes. But sometimes you have to take them and not hold it till the halftime when everything is.
It's when it's too late.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you see your team is struggling to, gain composure, just stop the play and let's get them back on track.
Quick reminder on game plan, maybe some adjustments as well.
Takamatsu will play it to Hiroaki Kozai. Akaishi, quick pass to Renchi Chakai, and characteristic miss there from Chakai, but Japan win it back. Renchi Chakai. Bill Latham goes crashing to the floor.
Foul call.
Referee will call the foul.
Japanese foul, number 55, Hiroaki Kozai. First foul. Shot clock is reset to 24. The foul was in the backcourt of Australia.
Jalen Brown. Bill Latham now. Latham looking for Philip Evans, and Jalen Brown will take Australia back up to a 4-point lead. Vocal support here in the arena for the Australian team, as well as obviously the Japanese. Takamatsu trying to find a pass into Akaishi. Wheel of Akaishi making possession back to Australia.
And as you see now, Australia is going to reset. Two players on the elbow. First pass is to Latham. Having a switch there. Tomoni Thorne turns out. We have Jalen Brown there waiting for the three. We have a good layup from Tom O'Neill Thorne. Missing.
Tom O'Neill Thorne's had a good tournament here in Bangkok, Dennis.
Yes, one of the leaders of the team. He's playing in a high competition overseas, so he's an experienced guy.
Good vision there from O'Neill Thorne.
Yes.
Finds Bill Latham.
Got the ability and the court vision to do it like that. He's also
Renchi
some
Chakai.
emotional leader of the game as well. So
Kozai will put up the shots, and Hiroaki.
these fadeaway shots from Kozai are just amazing.
Philip Evans. Philip Evans, the number 18, Dennis, one of those players that he gets on and does the job, doesn't get the credit for what he does on the court.
Yes. We don't have live stats for players like him. Philip Evans just While the Japanese are scoring, Philip Evans just opens a lot of gaps for Jaylen Brown and Bill Latham, and especially on the defensive end of the court, avoiding mismatches and giving some wheelchair contact, and especially with lower classification, but he capitalizes a very good game in a good tournament. And then we have an open three.
Tom O'Neill Thorne almost hitting the three.
Like that, right? You saw that with Philip Evans going for the offensive board by his attitude to avoid the Japanese grabbing the defensive rebound immediately and can have a
Japanese making some substitutions. Onto the court comes Fujimoto, the number 13, Rio Fujimoto, and also Takayoshi Iwai, Renchi Chokai.
Rio Fujimoto, former German league player, played for Hamburg and Roundel. Was a dominant big in the German league.
Frank Pinder called for that foul. Five minutes left of this first period, and
came up short.
Renchi Chokai will pick up the loose ball for Japan. They'll reset, and Kozai looking for
body fake,
some space, plays it across to Chokai, and Chokai should bank it in, it doesn't. And away comes O'Neill Thorne, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has the uncanny knack of being able to worm his way into the paint, and Australia.
And these are the situations. Philip Evans now scored a basket. Everybody was focused on avoiding the mismatch for Bill Latham, so the defense side had a switch there. They have to respect Jaylen Brown as well on the ball, so Evans uses the gap and capitalizes for and one.
5-point advantage, 4:30 to play in this first period. Australian Rollers.
We have a 2-on-1 here if they played smart, right?
Good block there by Jaylen Brown. Referee pointing in the favor of the Japanese.
Chokai for a mismatch shot finally went out.
Jaylen Brown will come away with the ball for the Rollers.
A foul call for number 26.
That goes against Takayoshi Iwai. Oh, 26, Takayoshi Iwai.
The pathway was very open to the center under the basket.
Japan definitely won't want to let Latham get into those sort of positions. A reliable points machine for the Rollers is number 5, and Jaylen Brown picks up another rebound.
It is like we mentioned in the women's final as well. You have to take your chances and have to make that easy baskets. Offensive rebound from Philip Evans. But there are a few games where this statistic is on his side.
Well, he started this game with intent, and opportunity for Evans now to make some space for O'Neill Thorne, and O'Neill Thorne says, well, you're scoring for us at the moment, keep that going, and Philip Evans up to 5 points, just behind Bill Latham as the leading scorer in the games thus far. Renshi Chaeng. Neil Thorne will pick up the loose ball. Final 2.5 minutes of this first period. Jalen Brown will set himself up, decides not to put up the shot. And Neil Thorne will put up a 3 long range there, just short. And Australian coach Brad Ness walking up and down the side of the court. Akaishi will find some space, doesn't take his opportunity. 9-point advantage for Australia. Brown will slow the possession.
Want to make that set play.
His 3-point attempt doesn't drop. Fujimoto to Hiroaki Kozai, and eventually drops, so Japan up to 10. 1:27 left here in this first period. Jalen Brown for Australia.
Trying to play the pick and roll, gets the ball then.
Pinder gets the shot up, but Japan will come away with the possession. Akaishi. Kozai. Across to Fujimoto. Fujimoto rolling back will put up the shot as the shot clock winds down. Jalen Brown will launch the pass up to Neil Thorne, and controls his chair and takes Australia up to an 11-point lead. Final 30 seconds left of this first period.
And give credit to the pass to the moving offensive player right for the layup.
Chaeng will find Kozai, and Kozai just unable to get more points on the board for Japan. Jalen Brown will look to set up the final shot here for the Rollers. And Bill Latham will play it out to Latham. Now Pinder will get the shot up. Doesn't land, so at the end of this first period,
that's a comfortable lead for
Australia,
Team Australia.
21, Japan 10. Second period about to get started here. Renchi Chaeng will inbound for Japan. Takamatsu gone for the Japanese, and Kozai now in possession. Takaishi, and ball slipped away by Bill Latham. Shot clock at 9 for Japan.
There's not much space there in between Bill Latham and Philip Evans. So it's a very small area, pick and roll. Good interception.
Couple of errors creeping into the Japanese game at the moment. And Australia will feel the happier of the two teams at this stage of the game. Jalen Brown will give it to Latham. Latham usually quite dangerous from that position, just doesn't drop on that occasion.
2-on-2 in the front court.
Renchi Chaeng.
It's an open shot. The Cologne player, Ryuga Akaishis. Brings it back within single digits.
Tom and Neil Thorne for Australia now. Slowing down the play. No opportunities for them, and Brown with 2 on the shot clock. Doesn't get the shot up in time, so 24-second violation. Hiroaki Kozai for Japan. Japan looking to gain some momentum here. Takamatsu, he'll put up the shot. Banks it in, and Japan narrowing the Australian lead. 7-point advantage now for Australia. Japan pressing quite high. Neil Thorne though will control the possession for Australia. Dangerous man from the 3-point line, puts up the shot, doesn't land it. Chaeng for Japan. Chaeng will try and bank that shot off, doesn't land. 7:34 left, Australia with the possession. Neil Thorne looking for a way past Kawahara, and Bill Latham will play it out to Jalen Brown. Brown did well there, rolling backwards, and they will maintain the possession. 8 on the shot clock, and timeout is going to be called by Brad Ness, the Australian coach.
Still leading Philip Evans.
Yep.
All scorers from the game with 7 points.
Australia spreading the points out between Evans, Latham and Brown. And for Japan, Akaishi with the 6 points. Jalen Brown 4 rebounds, as is the case for Tom and Neil Thorne. Renchi Chaeng with 3 for the Japanese, and Tom and Neil Thorne with the 4 assists. So 7:21 left here in this first half. 7-point advantage for the Aussie Rollers. 9 on the shot clock. And Neil Thorne will put up the 3.
it's a bit too late to get out of to the shot.
Takamatsu. So good work now from Japan, just pulling themselves back into the contest. 5-point advantage for Australia. Jaylen Brown.
Now have more aggressive defensive.
Brown will play it to Bill Latham. Latham just not able to convert on that opportunity.
We have Tom O'Neill, Thorne on the ground, so this is why we stopped the play.
Takamatsu will bring the ball up to Kozai, and Renchi Chokai will try and find a way past Philip Evans. Evans not allowing that, neither will Frank Pinder, and Kozai fakes the shot. All of a sudden, 3-point game, so good passage of play here from the Japanese.
The Australian guys had their chances. But yeah, like you said, slowly.
Opportunity now for Jaylen Brown, working with Tom O'Neill Thorne, but Kozai and Akaishi looking to halt the progress of Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's opportunity doesn't drop though. Akaishi to Kozai. Kozai working with Takamatsu. Now Renchi Chokai.
Open shot for Kozai. Capitalizing again, 1-point game. We have a final.
Just a look there at Renchi Chokai. Incredible ability to just lean forward and use his body to gain the momentum to get past the player.
It's a perfect example of wheelchair athlete connection. Uses the wheelchair as a part of his body. It's amazing to see.
Bill Latham now looking to
Two tall players, a strong mismatch.
takes Australia back up to a 3-point lead. So don't go anywhere. This game on a knife edge at the moment. 4:45 left in this first half. Takamatsu.
It's very interesting. Japan wants to play on the left side, the 2-on-1 with an open shot. They don't want to go inside, especially against that Brown Latham lineup from Australia. So they took the outside shot, and right at the moment, good choice.
Pinder gets the shot up, doesn't drop.
It was a quick release, that was good. And now we have a fast break. And it was intercepted. We had a call. We had an offensive call in the back.
Offensive foul on Renchi Chokai.
Oh, number 4, Takamatsu.
I think they signaled number 2.
Oh, really? Okay.
Could be wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Nonetheless, Australia have the possession. 4 minutes 9 to play in this first half. Tristan Knoll, in the meantime, has come onto the court, and a great quick release there from Tom O'Neill Thorne, just doesn't land for Australia, and away comes Akaishi.
Once again, the 2-on-1.
1-point game once again. Knowles will launch it towards O'Neill Thorne. O'Neill Thorne waiting for support from the rest of his team, and Tristan Knowles will find O'Neill Thorne. And offensive foul is going to go against the Australians. Looks like Bill Latham is the one.
Yes.
Timeout
now.
called by Brad Ness, the Australian coach.
This is interesting right now. If you want to adjust the left offensive side from Japan, scoring, making shot after shot right now. Because if Australia is gonna jump, they got an open layup, but maybe you have to pay the price. If Takamatsu gets more into the game and hotter and makes all the shots, then yes. It's pretty interesting to see the reaction right now.
.320 left in this first half, 1-point game. Have we had a overtime game yet in this tournament? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. So final would be a good option.
Renshi Chakai for Japan.
We can place a bet for that overtime. He now switches to the other side. It's pretty smart from the Japanese guys. Expect an adjustment from Brad Ness on his right defensive side, and then the Japanese team is switching up positions. If it was on purpose, that was a smart move.
Tom and Neil Thorne in the meantime for the Rollers. Latham, shot clock at 7. Tristan Knowles played into Yannick Blair.
One of the best one-pointers in the world, playing for Larendil in the German league.
And now timeout's going to be called by Kazuyuki Kaioya, the Japanese coach. Definitely going to be a game of strategies here from these two coaches.
And there were a few minutes where the Japanese coach was considering to take his second time out, especially after that 8-0 run from Australia, but they fought back by themselves. But they could be pretty confident. And this is a timeout now to end the quarter strong. Good team effort to come back into the game.
Hiroaki Kazai and Akaishi, two experienced players for the Japanese, just having their input in this timeout.
So we have a two-man press of Australia.
Kozai puts up the 3, in and out. Knowles will pick up the loose ball. Final 2 minutes 15 of this first half. Knowles needs to get the ball over the halfway line. Finds Tyndall, and now Neil Thorne for the Australians. And, Knowles had a good run in the last 2 games with 3-point attempts, and
on the other side, that's the three-pointer following the attempt from Hiroaki Kozai. That's special shooting battles. Akaishi scored on the other side a 2-pointer early in the shot clock, and we have a foul called, an offensive foul against Australia. So Japan get position back.
Fouls on Tristan Knowles. So both teams trading points at the moment as we move into the final minute 40. Japan will win the possession back, and Takamatsu, not Takamatsu. It's number 5, Koki Maruyama, brings Japan back to within 2 points, and they will now press with the full court press. Knowles easily dealt with though by the Australians, and O'Neill Thorne working to try and find a space. Nothing presents himself, so slows the play down. Will Latham, shot clock at 7. Latham will find Knowles. 3 on the shot clock. Latham needs to get the shot up. He does. Rebound will fall in favour
Should be Australia
of
ball.
the Australians. So 14 on the shot clock for the Australians. Opportunity to try and convert here.
Number 5.
Offensive foul goes against Bill Latham.
Timeout. Oh no, it's up.
Substitution for the Australians. They're going to take Latham off, and Jalen Brown will check back in. Bradness not looking too happy at the moment.
And off the camera spot, we player down the floor doing some argumentation. So the rivalry is there, but it's a gold medal game. So put the emotions in. We would like to see.
Big crowd here in the Centara Life building for this final. And
now we see Takuya Furusawa on the court, number 7 from Japan. The game is stopped because of Koki Maruyama is on the floor. Inbound.
46
late.
seconds left of this first half. Japan looking to narrow the Australian lead. Shot clock running down, and Renshi Chakai unable to convert for the Japanese. Tom and Neil Thorne will find Jalen Brown, and Jalen Brown converts for the Australians. Good work there by the Australian number 3.
We have 1 second difference between the game and shot clock, so they could hold it to the last possession.
Can Japan strike back immediately? Good work there by Koki Maruyama. So that is going to be the end of the first half here. Australia with a narrow 2-point lead will go into the second half with the score at 30-28. We'll be back in 15 minutes for that second half.
For that exciting second half.
So, welcome back to Bangkok. We're in the Centara Life complex here. We're bringing you the gold medal final in the men's section of the 2025 IWBF Asia Oceania Wheelchair Basketball Championships. Australia go into this second half with a narrow 2-point lead. Dennis, your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, we have now 2 more quarters of high-level basketball. And first half, totally different playing styles. So we have kind of mid-pointers line up from the Japanese side, and we have the scorers on the Australian side. 4 scorers on nearly equal score, but on the Japanese side as well. So this is how to see what a high-level competition it is. It's not just about one player.
Yeah.
Bill Latham is missing the first attempt of the second half.
And Renchi Chokai now looking for Takamatsu, and
This is what
Takamatsu bring the scores back to level.
This is what we see the first half time, that 2-on-1 opportunity on one side, and Takamatsu is converting the shots. Now giving a challenge to Jalen Brown. He missed that shot.
Takamatsu putting Brown under enough pressure there to force the error.
Chance to take the lead now.
Akaishi will find Kozai, and Kozai will not make a mistake from that position. So all of a sudden, Japan get their first lead of the game, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And Jalen Brown finds the space, gets down the other end of the court, takes Australia back to level peggings. I'm sure we're going to have an absolutely pulsating second half here if this is anything to go by. Kozai, 7 on the shot clock. Kozai's going to try and set himself up for a 3 opportunity. Nope, he will play it out. Shot just goes up in time there from, I think it was Takayoshi Iwai. Nope, was it Iwai? No, it was their number 6 there, Maruyama. Evans to Latham, and Latham unable to.
Another tough challenge for the shooter then.
Short pass there from Takamatsu, and Philip Evans doing some good work once again for the Australians. Jalen Brown looking for a way past Chokai, and he finds O'Neal Thorne, and scoop shot there by O'Neal Thorne, and who's cleaning up there? No,
intercepting
Evans.
the fast break pass.
And once again, needs to be said, Phil Evans having a great game here for the Rollers. Tom O'Neal Thorne. Phil Evans trying to get the pass out to O'Neal Thorne.
A non-shooting foul. It's inbound on the baseline. So we have a big crowd here following the game. I think it's the score on the crowd side is equal between Australia and Japan.
12 on the shot clock now for the Rollers to get something up. Jalen Brown will play it to Latham. Latham looks around and decides that Brown can put up a 3, and Jalen Brown doesn't convert, but rebound almost collected there by Evans, and Brown will be called for the foul.
Interesting right now. We will see what.
Suffice to say, Jalen Brown doesn't necessarily agree with that call. Tom O'Neal Thorne very nearly picked up a technical there. The referee sort of giving the impression it was going to happen, but O'Neill Thorne moved away in time. So, critical part of the game, Chukai to Akaishi, and Akaishi will take Japan into a 4-point lead. So momentum for the Japanese at the moment. Jalen Brown launches it up to, other way around, Latham to Brown, and Jalen Brown's never going to miss that kind of opportunity. Kozai, space opening up for the Japanese, and Takamatsu rushed that shot. He had time.
Rushed, yes.
And Renshi Jokai wants to break through. Kozai will
able to absorb the contact and score the 4 points ahead basket.
Australian coach Brad Ness just whispering in the ear of the referee there. Quite a
Let's say whispering, yes.
quite an ominous figure as the big Australian.
Yeah, it's very important then just to put it in, as a coach, just to put it in one comment in a respectful way to the referee, and then to focus on that timeout, right? So you can't hang up with the referee for 20 seconds or 30 seconds in your timeout. So
yeah.
Just make sure that you're not agreeing, and maybe you can have a short talk afterwards, but then focus back on the game, because the timeout is an expensive good that you have as a coach.
So Australia will try and bring themselves to within 2 or even 1 in this possession. Phil Evans in position for the Rollers.
Yeah.
Latham.
Remember the time where the Australians were ahead by 11.
Paul Latham plays it to Evans, and Evans unable to convert, tries to win it back, but Akaishi will bring it away for the Japanese. And great work by O'Neill Thorne, strips it away from Takamatsu. Opportunity for Frank Pinder, and Frank Pinder.
Great score.
Great work there by Tom O'Neill Thorne, getting the possession back for the Australians.
It's pretty bad for the Japanese, because they had a possible 5-on-3 advantage on the fast break then, or the early transition, let's say like that.
Kozai. Another error there from the Japanese. Lost.
Short. Oh, it's a backcourt violation then.
Wasn't sure that didn't come off the wheel of Pinder or Evans there, but anyway, Brad Ness not going to complain about that decision on this occasion.
So backcourt violation means that the offensive team has control in their front court, and without an opponent, a defensive player touching the ball, went down to the backcourt. And
Tom O'Neill Thorne drains a long 3, and Japanese coach Kazuyuki Kaya will call for the timeout. So good work there by Tom O'Neill Thorne, pulling the strings for Australia, and grabs the lead back for the Rollers. Definite sense of anticipation stirring here in the arena. Big crowd watching this final between the tournament's 2 top teams.
So we go into that last 4.5 minutes of the third quarter after Australia immediately taking the lead back by that three-pointer.
Pinder off, and I think Popel on for the Australians, or is it Blair? I can't see. Blair, Yannick Blair on.
Yes.
Furusawa finds Akaishi, and Renshi Chokai will grab the lead back for the Japanese. So both teams trading points. Anil Thorne a bit lucky on that inbound. Jalen Brown for Australia launches it towards Latham, and looks like a foul will be called against, let's see what the referee shows.
It's a reaching foul from Renshi, yes, I will push it.
Renshi Chokai. Referee Farsad Sanatkar. Latham across to Brown. Brown will find some space and unable to convert, but he'll go to the line for two.
Japanese player Koki Maruyama was not
in position. So Jalen Brown with the opportunity to grab the lead back for Australia. 3:51 to play in this third, and Brown levels the scores.
That's how he does.
Brown does exactly that. So 3:51 to play in the third. Japan with Furusawa now. Kai Akita unable to add to the Japanese total.
Akita now on the court, playing also in the German league for Wiesbaden.
Chokai will bring it up for Japan. Furusawa looking for some space to get past Latham, plays it out to Maruyama. Good work there by
Yuga Akaishi. There was a good ball movement, quick passes, so the Australian has to adjust their defense all the time, and we're a bit late on that shot.
Bill Latham will surely take Australia back into the lead, so both teams exchanging points either side of the court, and the foul is going to go against
Jalen Brown, yes.
Jalen Brown. So
and we have a sub on the Australian side, number 23.
Jeremy Tyndall onto the court, and
replaces Philip Evans.
Philip Evans will have a breather. Furusawa. Chokai to Akita. Now Furusawa, and anticipation there from Tom and Neil Thorne. Just made the hesitation from the pass from Furusawa, and Australia will win the possession right back now. Jalen Brown, Tom O'Neill Thorne. Plays that to Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown not happy that wasn't given as a foul. And he might have had a case there because the wheel of Akita definitely clipped Jalen Brown.
Just a tip rebound, so Japan stays with the ball.
And Renchi Chukai won't take Japan back into the lead. So 1:30 to play here in the third. O'Neill Thorne for the Rollers. Bill Latham finds Jalen Brown. Shot clock at 5. And O'Neill Thorne for 3, doesn't drop. Akita will pluck the rebound out of the air and ask Chukai to bring it up for the Japanese. 1 minute left of this third period. Japan looking to regain the lead.
7 seconds left on the shot clock. Okay, Akita.
Kai Akita takes Japan into a 1-point lead once again. Bill Latham.
Okay, Akita is one of the most stationary but effective players here in that competition. He uses all the chances he had.
Tom O'Neill Thorne finds Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown back to O'Neill Thorne, and O'Neill Thorne will put up the 3. Doesn't land. Akita will pick up the rebound, and we have 15 seconds left of this period. Renchi Chukai using his chair to good effect, builds up some momentum, gets the pass out to, eventually comes to Akita, and that will be the end of the third period. We'll be back in a minute and a half, just time for us to get our breath back. Australia 43, Japan 44. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. We are in for a cracking final quarter here. The gold medal game of the 2025 IWBF Asia Oceania Wheelchair Basketball Championships. Japan with a 1-point advantage. Akaishi to Chukai. Furusawa now. Akita doesn't drop for him, and Latham plucks the rebound back for the Australians.
We highlight defense now from Team Japan.
Jalen Brown.
Keep them out of and having chair contact at the right moment.
3-point attempt's got to go up as the shot clock runs out.
Pretty
And
solid
Jalen
defense.
Brown from downtown.
Oh, that's this is what you need in a gold medal game. So it's pretty good defense. Keep them far away from the basket, and then.
Furusawa looking to hit straight back with his 3 of his own. Doesn't drop, and Neil Thorne bring the ball up for the Rollers now. Space opening up both sides of the court. And Jalen Brown will get up the shot. Will the call go in Brown's favour? Is that going to be on Rinchi Chokai? It is indeed. Second foul. Chokai picks up his second foul of the game. Jalen Brown to Tom and Neil Thorne. Brown for 3. Doesn't land.
Came up short. Rebound for Japan, and then we have
Japan are blown for an offensive foul.
I think the camera was not following that situation.
Koki Maruyama, the guilty party for the Japanese.
Slightly moved into the path of the Australian player, a bit too early.
Jalen Brown for the Rollers. Jalen Brown leading the scoring now in the game with 17, looking to make that 19, and does that count? So Jalen Brown converts that, takes his points tally up to 19. That foul is against Kai Akita. Brown for the and one. A little bit of a momentum now towards the Australians.
Kozai is back in the game.
Kita off for the time being.
So there's no baseline rebounder. Should not work.
Not needed as Jalen Brown takes that lead now, back up to 5. Kozai. Kozai puts up the 3. Rebounds grabbed there by Jalen Brown. Brown will play the pass up the court to Tom O'Neill Thorne, and O'Neill Thorne will put up the shot. Short on that occasion. Probably would have been better off to slow the play down, but saw the opportunity, just didn't take it. Rinchi Chokai now. Akita just not able to convert the last 2 attempts. Tom O'Neill Thorne.
Crucial possessions right now.
Finds Jalen Brown back to Philip Evans. Evans quick pass to Latham, and surely Bill Latham, should I say. Australia reset.
Shot clock is winding down, 5 seconds left. 3, 2.
Brown needs to get the long 3 up, and unable to convert on that occasion.
Good defensive setup from Japan. So they need that stops right now and convert their chances. Would be good to reset to the earlier plays, play the 2-on-1 opportunity on one side with that shot.
Timeout is called by the Japanese coach Kazuyuki Koyai. Should I say? So critical stage of the game, and Japan, Dennis, you would feel definitely need to convert on this play just to get that momentum going. Coach Kaioya seems to be a very composed character. You get the different types of coaches here, but the 2 coaches here seem to be fully in control of what they need to do.
Yeah. We also got a pretty good mix in that team from under 23 players and experienced seniors. Good team structure. If you got a calm coach, then and the results shows it up.
7 minutes, 7 to play here in this game. Ryuga Akeishi will inbound for Japan. Furusawa will play it up to Kozai. Kozai will work with Chokai. He'll play it out now to the number 5 for Japan, Maruyama, but Jalen Brown now in possession with the ball, and Tom O'Neill Thorne
8 seconds.
just gets over the court in time. Nearly a half-court violation there, and Jalen Brown takes Australia up to 51. So 7-point the lead now.
Time for a comeback.
Japan need the points here. Kozai back to Chokai. Kozai, and he'll quickly pass it out there to Murayama, but a little bit rushed there, and away comes Jalen Brown. Momentum with the Australians. Jalen Brown looking for Latham, but Latham moves out of the paint, and O'Neill Thorne tries to get up a 3, asking for the foul. Referee not giving it. Tense moments as we move towards the final 5.5 minutes of this game. O'Neill Thorne is going to be called for the foul.
And make a soft call to bring that crunch time.
And that will irritate Tom O'Neill Thorne, as he was looking for the foul on the last play. Wry smile with Kozai. Furusawa.
Technical issue then. Flat tire.
Akeishi. Eventually Chokai back to Akeishi. He puts up the shot.
In and out.
And Kozai plays it to Chokai. And Akeishi will find Kozai, and Hiroaki Kozai takes Japan. My apologies, up to.
Very important attempt.
They really did
within
need
5.
those.
Yes.
Tom O'Neill Thorne will look to control the possession now for the Australians. Working there with Frank Pinder. Jalen Brown now making himself available. And Philip Evans will add to his points tally in the game. Evans up to 9. Jalen Brown leading the scoring in the game with 22 for the Australians. And Kozai with 14 for Japan. Players crashing to the floor at the moment. O'Neill Thorne, the man on that occasion. Kozai to Akeishi. Space opening up there for Furusawa, and Chokai will put up the shot. Phil Evans to O'Neill Thorne, and O'Neill Thorne breaking through. Good work there from Pinder, picking Maruyama, but Neil Thorne unable to take that opportunity.
Smart foul. Smart foul from number 18, Philip Evans. Referees are not going to go for the call. Japan had a 5-on-4 opportunity because the player was laying down the floor. You make a good contact, not going for unsportsmanlike, just to stop the play. Pretty smart foul. Time to reset for Australia, back in defense. 4 minutes to go.
Akaishi to Kozai. Kozai looking for the pass out to Maruyama, and possession will be collected there by Latham. Latham gets it over the halfway line to Jalen Brown, and Brown will slow the play down, allow his teammates to join him in the Japanese half. Brown looking for a way past Maruyama, and foul on Japan's number 8, Akaishi. Just looking across at the foul situation. So still fouls to give for both sides. Jalen Brown in possession now for Australia. 3:30 to go in the game. And Jalen Brown plays it to Latham, and Latham puts up the shot. Wow. Latham now takes Australia to a 9-point lead.
Takes it right over Yoshinobu Takamatsu. This is not that easy.
That's the difference now. Japan just not taking the opportunities. And in a crunch game like that, that's going to cost you come the end of the game. So Latham now, Jalen Brown, but good anticipation there from Takamatsu, and Takamatsu will find Akaishi, and Renchi Chukai eventually takes the Japanese now up to 48. Never right off the Japanese.
So Japan got 4 team fouls. Just 1 timeout left, and the Australian got 2 team fouls and 2 timeouts left. So good to know. 7 points still.
2.5 minutes left of the game. Great final here in Bangkok.
And gets a warning for going out of bounds.
A warning going against the Australians. Timeout's going to be called by Brad Ness for the Australians. So 7-point advantage. We are in the final 2.5 minutes of this game. Crucial timeout. What is Brad Ness telling the Australians, and what is Coach Kaioya telling Japan right now?
Brad Ness should tell them, okay, the time is on our side. We got a 7-point advantage. Use the clock. Get ready for getting fouled, because Japan is in the team fouls. So every foul from now from the Japanese side will put an Australian guy to the line. So get ready for having the balls in the hand of the shooters. And for Japan, it's you have to start now to stop the clock then, and
definitely take your opportunities when they present themselves.
So stop the clock now, get your shots going, and use that little chance you have for 2.5 minutes left. So both teams got 2 timeouts taken, so 1 left for each team.
2:25 left in this game. Australia with the 7-point advantage. Japan looking to use this possession to good effect. Takamatsu gives it to Akaishi. Akaishi will find Kozai.
Set the screen for an open 3.
Kozai will put up the 3. He does. And
that's what you need in these situations of the game.
Hiroaki Kozai brings Japan back to within 4.
We have a game. Crunch time.
Australia now looking to hit straight back.
He's out of bounds. Oh no. We have Jaylen Brown there. No.
That foul goes against Bill Latham.
Yes.
Or was it?
He showed number 5, yes.
Yeah.
Should be.
Was it? And it was offensive. I think Australia did have position. Japan did. Oh, my brain is fried right now. Yes.
So Japan is going to bring the ball then.
Bill Latham is called for the foul, and Japan now with an opportunity to narrow the gap, and they will look to Chaeng and Kozai. Kozai setting himself up, and he'll play it now into Takamatsu, and
Sure.
the 24-second shot clock sounds. So opportunity missed there for Japan. 1:37 left in the game. Latham in possession. As Dennis alluded to, Japan need to start stopping the clock here.
We're not doing.
Jaylen Brown.
It's still a 2-possession game, so we've got more than a minute to play. This is important.
Downtown. And dagger blow for the Japanese. They will.
That's championship material. Nice shot from Jaylen Brown.
So
Coming back to 7 points.
7 points. Timeout called by Coach Kayoya.
This is also the reason why you can decide to maybe play stop the clock. So you just got 2 free throws then, so they give up now that open 3. And Jaylen Brown is an emotional player and well known here during the tournament. He's a tournament leader, so you have to be better prepared from the Japanese side against these genius moments.
Big match temperament there from Jaylen Brown. Just what Australia needed. So a 7-point advantage for Australia. Japan will have the inbound. And we have just under a minute 20 to play in the game. So
then we go to the front court, reduce the shot clock to 14.
Yeah, Japan will try and they would have discussed the play they want to achieve here. Fujimoto is on the court now, the big man, number 13.
He can also shoot threes.
I'm sure Kozai is the man they're going to look to. Chokai doesn't drop for Japan. Foul by Akaichi.
This is what I mentioned. Get the ball into the good shooter's hands. So I think Australia is fine with Tom O'Neill-Thorne on the line.
Eight-point lead now for the Australians. 1 minute, 8 seconds left of the game. Can O'Neill-Thorne take it up to a 9-point lead? Absolutely not. Unfortunately for O'Neill-Thorne, didn't convert.
Theo Fujimoto touched it, so the Australians stay in position with 14 on the shot clock. 1 minute, 4 seconds to go, leading up by 8.
So Australia will try and manage this 14 seconds, but Japan will need to try and stop the clock as quickly as they can. O'Neill-Thorne, Jaylen Brown.
No, they're not.
And it opens up for Jaylen Brown. Brown doesn't take the opportunity. Fujimoto.
We were not expecting that.
Kozai puts up a long 3, doesn't drop, and I think that is now over by the shouting. Japan need to stop the clock, and they're just not doing that.
It was short to 8
Pimba
seconds.
unable to add to the Australian score. Akaishi now, 29 seconds left of the game. Australia with the one hand on the trophy. And Renshi Chakai for 3, keeping it a little bit interesting.
That's too late, that's too late. It took too long.
They need to foul, but they're not doing that.
It took too long. And giving
Chaeng
away up
Brown,
these.
surely you're not going to miss that.
Give the tournament top scorer the last opportunity to score for the championship.
6 seconds left. Chakai will put up the last 3 of the game. And, well,
still keeps it into
the last
distance,
3.
but yeah. So we got 1.5 seconds to
Australia
go
just
till the
need to hold
foul.
on to the ball.
Yes. They had the foul, they had a half a second to go.
Referee, the table will need to adjust. Will need to adjust the time, but Tom and Neil Thorne will go across the other side of the court to clinch victory for Australia. They will become the 2025 IWBF Asia Oceania wheelchair basketball champions here in the men's division. And regardless of this result, both teams will book their tickets to the World Championships next year in Canada. But Dennis, just to summarize the game, a very interesting and exciting game, and congratulations go to both teams.
Yes, yes. This is there was a game full of momentums. Australia was 11 ahead. Japan fight back for the lead. Then we have many lead changes up there in the third quarter. So I think there was a pretty good gold medal game, and it's actually worth it for this beautiful tournament here.
Absolutely, and congratulations go to both teams, but a special mention to your champions, the Australian Rollers, come away with the gold medal. And in the meantime, from Thailand, we say goodbye, and we'll let you enjoy the visuals coming through as the celebrations will start for the Australian supporters in the crowd. So Dennis, thank you very much for joining me on commentary, and thank you to the production team here in Thailand for their good work and bringing us the visuals. From Jerry Smith, I bid you adieu.
Jerry, we have to thank you. So we're watching all the 9 days of the tournament. You've been commentating 4 or 5 games a day, so big shout out to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So from Bangkok in Thailand, Australia have won the 2025 IWBF Asia Oceania Wheelchair Basketball Championships.
The women medal ceremony will begin in 10 minutes.
Send one my way.
see you last time.
I'm trying really hard to try out.
When's your, have you guys already got there?
No, not yet. That's what
10 minutes. Snap, snap.
Jessica. Yes. Got a bag here, my lady. Sure do.
Yeah.
Hold it on spring bag.
Honestly, can I actually let my room with a bag?
I thought we had to finish short.
Ladies first? It is.
Is it?
Yes.
สวัสดีครับพี่เก้สวัสดีครับ
「 Test. The medal ceremony is beginning now. Okay. The medal woman bronze. Australia. Women's silver medal, Japan. Gold medal and AOC champion, China. The men's ceremony medal begins now. Men bronze medal goes to Iran.
What do you making that sound?
Men silver medal, Japan. Men gold medal and AOC champion, Australia.
นี้สายของพี่หรือเปล่าคะ อยู่ที่สนามสองอะแล้วสายใคร
Thank you. Afternoon. The teams have qualified for the Asian Para Games. We need to put those teams into pools for competition. The men's teams have been grouped together. First pool is between Philippines and Kuwait. So, going into Pool A, sorry, this is a slight change. Korea and Thailand. Thailand will be Pool A, and Korea will be Pool B. Okay, this is between China and Iraq. In Pool A, China. In Pool B, Iraq. Now, Philippines and Kuwait. In Pool A, Kuwait. In Pool B, Philippines. Japan, as the host, will choose their pool. Iran will go into the opposite pool. So at the moment in Pool A, Thailand, China and Kuwait. In Pool B, Korea, Iraq and the Philippines. So Japan, you get to choose which pool you would like. Okay, so Japan has chosen Pool A and Iran will go to Pool B. So, Pool A, Japan, Thailand, China and Kuwait. Pool B, Iran, Korea, Iraq and Philippines. Thank you. That concludes our afternoon's entertainment.
What's up?